What's up, guys, and welcome to TimToks, the real estate show where we talk about real estate, life, and a little bit of everything. Roll the intro. Welcome back to another episode of TimToks, and today I have some very exciting news. I decided that one host was not enough. Welcome to the show, Ashley Acker. It's Acker, right? Yeah. I've never said your last name out loud before. Welcome to the show.
We're trying new things today.
Yeah. Welcome, my co-host, Ashley Acker.
Thank you.
Ashley is our marketing guru, genius, Sherpa.
Call me guru. It's okay.
Queen.
Queen, yes.
And she takes care of all things marketing here at Coldwell Banker Professional Group. If you've ever seen any of our marketing materials, it's usually pretty much.
We're a team, but you know, I do the social media.
but she's like the front line. So it's Ashley. Ashley's she's amazing. And so when thinking about somebody I wanted to co-host this show with, I was like, I don't necessarily know if I want another realtor on the show. Like, that would be cool, but that's two realtors in one room together. It's going to get weird. It's going to get boring. Yeah. So let's bring in somebody that's not necessarily, because I bring in a lot of entrepreneurs on this show, lenders, financial planners. Those were the first two episodes that hopefully you guys have listened to. But it's cool to bring somebody on here who is in a field that's less entrepreneurial, so that you can kind of have the outside perspective, but also at the same time share with us some things that entrepreneurs can take away. So things that they can use in their own businesses. Because I know for people starting their own business, unless you have an Ashley on your team, I've been blessed, okay? Because I've got Ashley on my team, but you guys don't. So
it's okay, guys.
It's okay. So if you can take some of that and run with it, I think that'll be great. I think it'll just be great to have your voice on this show.
Thank you. I feel very privileged to be here.
Yes. Well, you are. No, it's TimToks. So tell us, just introduce yourself, because you're going to be on here a lot more often.
Okay.
So people need to know who you are.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your background and what you're doing.
So my background, it's a funny story how I actually got to Coldwell Banker. So originally I went to Western Oregon, and I was going to be a teacher, and I did not think marketing was going to be something I'd be interested in.
I just need to pause and say I just stopped myself from saying wow. Sorry. Western Oregon University for anyway. but
Wow.
But then I said it, so sorry, continue.
It's okay. So I went there for teaching, and I decided that wasn't my passion anymore. I wanted to look into other things, and so I decided to drop out of college. Sorry, Mom. But then I found this wonderful job. I was hired on to put candy canes on flyers so that our agents here could pass them out at a parade.
Glamorous.
I know, and I was only supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and it's almost been 4 years, so I guess you could say I'm doing my job right.
Have they upgraded your position from temporary to full time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It'd be funny. They still have you on full time.
Every 2 weeks they check in on me.
Yeah. Lucinda's the head boss lady. Lucinda's like, well, I guess we'll just keep paying her. She
just keeps showing up.
She just keeps showing up.
Coffee.
We haven't paid her for 3 years and 50 weeks, but she's here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so I was able to learn a little bit more about real estate and Coldwell Banker by just being in the office. And the office manager at the time was sick, and she had some stuff going on with her kids, and so she had to step back from her position. So I tinkered onto her computer to see what was Adobe, because I didn't know what Adobe was. I came in with just Microsoft skills. But Lucinda had faith in me, in my skills, and so she was like, okay, you can take on this marketing role, and we're going to have you learn how to use MacBooks, because I didn't know how to do that either, and also learn Adobe. And so it was really cool finding somebody that like believed in me and had faith in me to take my skills to the next level. And here I am 4 years later and I am crushing it.
Yeah. Amen. That is absolutely true. Really cool that Lucinda was able to give you that opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, hail Lucinda. No.
Thank you, Lucinda.
No, that is really neat. And it's super cool that some people would just kind of not call it an accident that you showed up here, but like that it's through such a strange, strange route.
I think everything happens for a reason. You
Amen. Funny that you say that you're a teacher or you're going to be a teacher. I also entered college as an elementary education major.
Oh, wow.
oh, wow is right. You cannot, come on. I would not be able to teach your children. I cannot teach anyone's children. Let's be real. But I made it through. So I made it through one class of elementary education my freshman year because it's just like the introductory class. Mm-hmm. Then I made it to the first day of sophomore year, walked out and changed my major. It was an easy decision for me. But that's funny that you said that. So how far into the process did you get?
So that's actually funny you say that. So I went 2 weeks into doing elementary school math.
Oh.
That stuff is hard.
Yes. It was terrible.
I was like, I don't know how these people do this. And then I think about other people that are math teachers out there for middle schoolers and high schoolers, and I'm just like, how did they do that?
It's crazy because to me, 2 + 2 is 4.
Exactly. Why are we bringing geometry in here?
Yeah. Now explain why 2 + I don't know. 2 jelly beans plus 2 jelly beans is 4 jelly beans.
That's what you told me.
Frustrating.
Yes,
Anyway.
I only lasted 2 weeks, and then I decided education's not my thing. So I was just undeclared on my major at the time and taking like extra classes like Spanish and that sort of thing to kind of build up some other skills for me.
Have you used Spanish at all? Your little baker.
Let's just say that when I went to Mexico in March, I knew how to order my drinks pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Kiddo Long Island.
I mean, you might need to write a flyer in Spanish sometime. Probably not, but.
Yeah, like every once in a while, but not too often. But I have to go to Google Translate sometimes. I know that
dangerous. Come on.
I know our teachers growing up would be like, what did you mean by this? This isn't something I taught you. And I'm like, I don't know.
I did the exact same thing, but it was college level. That's even worse. Oh, man. Yeah, she's like, I can tell where this came from. For today's episode, since this is just kind of your intro episode.
Yeah.
We can be talking about a little bit, introduce the marketing side of things, because I think a lot of people who are going to listen to this are going to be interested in the marketing side. They want to market themselves, their business. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it's easy enough to post on Instagram, right? No, you have to have an actual strategy, an actual plan for it. And you have to be with the times. So you had a fun idea.
Yes, I do.
We will see how this goes.
So we are going to be quizzing good old Tim over here to see if he knows what social media terms are and the slang of today. Are you with the times, Tim?
I am with the times.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, do you know what geotagging is?
Geotagging. That's tagging your location, right?
Yes. And that is actually really important when you're going to go and post something, whether that be for real estate or your business. That is how other people are going to find your page if they're not already following you. If they're searching up like Newburgh, Oregon or Portland, Oregon, your post will more likely show up on their feed because of that. So keep that in mind. Like when you post something, if you're going to a restaurant or if you're just traveling, geotag your post, people.
Yeah. So you would say that's like, I heard somebody say that that's more important than hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it also works with your search engine optimization. So that way, like when people are also Googling like those places, your posts are also showing up on Google that way as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're getting like hitting multiple platforms by just putting your geotag in.
That's awesome. Geotag, write it down. Okay. What's the next one?
Okay, impression.
Impression. Isn't that like The Bachelor where they give the rose? I'm kidding. Impression. That is, oh shoot. That's like how many people saw it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Good job, Tim.
Let's go. Ethan, our videographer. We were in a digital marketing class together in college because we went to George Fox together. And the only reason I knew that was from that class with Ethan. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good
okay.
job.
Awesome.
Okay. What about clickbait?
Isn't that what David Dobrik's whole thing is?
Yeah, it really is.
We're modeling our show after him. So
it was a big trend on YouTube for a while. And I mean, people still do it on their posts and stuff. But it's basically using manipulative terms to try to get people to click on your content. So
that's
you're
exactly
saying,
what we're going to do with this show. Is clickbait good or bad?
To me, if I was being honest, I would look at it as a turnaway. Like, people are more likely going to be like, this is disappointing. You said you got bit by a shark. And you didn't. Like, you know.
And it was like a candy gummy shark, and your friend just like placed it on your finger. Yeah, I get that.
And so then people would be like, I can't trust these people. Especially with your business, you don't want to do that.
Right,
They want to trust you.
I sold 80 homes. And they're like these like little cardboard cutouts or something. Yeah.
Little Legos.
Yeah. It's a Lego home. That's hilarious. Okay, what's next?
Do you know what FOMO is?
Fear of missing out.
Yes. And so this is a good marketing tactic as well. So if you are offering like a free CMA or limited time, get into this giveaway or something like that, people don't want to miss out on that. Gotcha. So by implementing contests, giveaways, and like freebies, people are more likely going to want to stick around and look at your content.
How often do you think you should do one of those like limited time only deals?
I wouldn't do it too often because then people would be like, oh, this is boring.
Oh, I can get this anytime.
Yeah, like, you know, especially like if you're wanting to do like a cool gift, like if you have swag you want to give away or something that's a little more cha-ching, you know, like that's
we love swag.
Yeah, we like swag. But like you want to save up for that so that way you're not just like spending money like crazy.
That's true.
So I'd say like every quarter have like a really nice contest, like a whole like week of it going on. Gotcha. And then there's a whole bunch of different ones out there. You could do a coloring contest. You could do like my page, comment this, share with a friend, tag with your grandma, that kind of thing.
What about the people that don't have grandmas, okay?
Dogs.
Okay. No, I love that. By the way, you kind of touched on something for a second. I tried boosting my posts on Instagram. I spent like $15 doing it. I got a lot of followers. Do you know if those followers are like fake? Are those real followers?
It depends. So are you actually going through Instagram to purchase these, or are you going off to like other sites?
Sketchy sites. Buy 10,000 followers. No, I went through Instagram. I was like, boost my post. It was like $10. They gave me like a credit or something to do it.
Those should be legitimate.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And that's also with Facebook as well. Anytime you're actually going through the real sites, like you're more guaranteed to get real people following you back. Otherwise, you're going to these sketchy places and you're getting these like people that don't even have a profile picture following you, and it just doesn't look legit, and you don't want that.
Yeah, it's like anonymous 387059. Yeah, like okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Would you boast? Would you boost your Instagram posts?
I would, especially if for like real estate, if you have a new listing coming up, you're gonna want to boost that out to more people so that they can see you. Or if you got like a really nice client testimonial to share your services and that sort of thing. So, and even if you're not in real estate, like if you have a new product coming out, or again, like you have a really nice client review, like go ahead and boost those so that other people can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm like 4 for 4 so far. So
yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you know what newsjacking is?
Just as I started to brag about knowing.
I was trying to find ones that maybe.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Newsjacking, is that like stealing somebody else's content?
Kinda. But not quite at the same time.
Okay.
So it's something like there's a news story going around, or like if you look outside right now, it is really sunny and bright and hot. And using that to incorporate into your social media posts. So it's not just hot outside, it's a hot market. Like, like or like it's snowing and something like that, like
Yeah.
incorporating those into your posts, it's being relevant with what's going on in your area.
For Newberg listeners, viewers, the Kelly group does that on their sign. Have
Oh,
you
really?
seen that?
No,
they
I haven't.
They have like a little like, not it's not like a billboard, but like, you know, churches always have like their hours on it. Like they have one of those boards, right?
Yeah.
And it's always something about the seasons. It's like, I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but they do it every time. It's always really cheesy, but I mean, honestly, I read it every time. So
Or like some that they'll put like jokes on there.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. So you think people should use that pretty regularly?
Yeah, because it's showing that you're like current and trending with what's going on, and like it doesn't even just have to be like it's sunny outside.
Yeah.
Like if there is like I don't know.
Like a kite festival.
Oh yeah.
A kite festival?
Yeah, exactly. Like a kite
Hold on
festival.
a second. Hold on a second. Let's unpack that. What's a kite festival?
So at least the Lincoln City, Oregon, they have a kite festival every year
Wow.
where everybody brings their big kites and they fly them all together.
There's a festival for anything,
There
okay?
really is.
Oh my gosh. There's probably a religion about it too or something. A kite religion.
But yeah, like soaring good deals.
It's terrible. But it's really good at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that. Let's do that. Next one.
Do you know what a lurker is?
Lurker. Yeah, everyone has one of those people in the group chat. The one person that reads every message and never
Yes.
responds. And you're like, what are you doing
You know,
here?
they have the popcorn bucket next to them and they're just trying to get the gossip of what's going on.
Yeah. Somebody who like, I am guilty of that on
Yeah, me too.
Instagram. I will like scroll through people's posts and be like, that is awesome. They just got engaged. So good for you guys. And then just not like it or comment or anything. I'm like,
Next.
and I just don't even, I don't even think about it. I'm just like, on to the next one. So yeah, is that's what a lurker is?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
a lurker is. That was
Okay.
spot on.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So these ones are more towards slang
Okay.
that the kids use these days. So I just want to make
I'm
sure.
23 years old. Okay.
I just want to make sure you're still hip.
And you're what? 20?
Four.
24?
I forget though.
We are the kids. Okay.
Try to fit in, okay?
Okay. It's crazy. Like I am starting to get to that point though, where it's like it feels like there's something new every day, and I'm like trying like Urban Dictionary things, sometimes to my own disgust. But
I know. I remember one time I was hanging out with my sister and a couple of her friends, and I just graduated high school, and they all started saying dumpstered, and I was like, what the heck is
Dubstered?
dumpstered?
Dumpster?
Like a garbage can.
Yeah.
Like dumpstered, and I'm like, what the heck is a dumpster?
What was it?
Trash.
So it actually meant what you were saying. That's hilarious. Okay, I actually have a similar story. So we're gonna get a story time here real quick. We do that on this show. So I was homeschooled all the way up until high school. Surprise! That's why I am the way I am.
That explains so much, guys.
No, that's why I have the need for attention from everyone. I'm narcissistic. No, just kidding. But I was homeschooled, so I didn't know any of these like terminology, right? I got to high school, and I'm hanging out with these kids. And it was like, I think these kids, we were in the gym playing basketball one day. And kids being kids, right? They're kind of obnoxious, right? Some kid goes about some other girl in his class. He's like, would you hit that? And
Oh, no.
I being like an innocent, 15-year-old kid and just a upstanding Christian man said, absolutely not. I would never hit a woman. That is so inappropriate. And they all started laughing. I didn't understand. Like, I was like, what? This is like, I'm being honorable right now. So I went home, looked it up later, understood what that meant. And no, I wouldn't hit that. I don't know if that's appropriate. Anyway, okay. Well, that was good. Okay, what's next? That was good. Good slang.
Okay, so clout.
Clout. Yeah, that's like being cool.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Well, but I just wanted to see if you knew what it actually meant, though.
So it means like having popularity.
Yeah.
Having like street cred.
Yeah, so it's a measure of like how much of an influence you are, and it goes up to 100. The higher, the better.
There's actually a number.
Yeah.
A clout
I did
number.
my research, guys.
A clout number.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you want to be up in that top 100, and so the higher, the better.
That's crazy.
We're working on it.
What would you, if you had to give me a clout score?
I knew this was gonna come up. After that story. We're working on it, guys.
What clout score would you give Ethan?
His would be higher.
Higher? Ethan has a higher clout score than me? No.
Like, if we're talking about in the room, I'd say you are a 75. Tim.
What? No.
We got a 65
this
over
is
here.
crazy. 65. Well,
he has some work to do, but you can get there.
I don't know how to match my clothes. I am match blind, so like people are colorblind. I'm match blind. I can't tell what clothes match, so I will legitimately
That's what you have a girlfriend for.
Exactly. She matches my outfits for me. But before I met her, they would call me like the gray person because I would wear gray socks, gray pants, and a gray. And it's not. I'm not talking a tracksuit. I mean like everything was gray, and it was like different shades of gray as well.
Okay.
because I was scared to wear any other colors because I was like, they would not like clearly not match. Because I would wear like orange and blue, which only works if you're like Boise State. And yeah, so that's
just 50 Shades of Gray.
There was like 80 for Tim. That was a good joke though. I like that. That was good. So I have a low clout score. That's okay. We'll deal with it.
You're working on it.
If this goes viral, then I think that has to go up.
You have me now, so it will.
What would you score yourself?
I'd say I'm a 95. I have room for improvement.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, I gave you 75. That's pretty generous.
Wow. Okay. Okay, next.
Okay.
Clout.
So, do you know what bussin' is?
Sheesh! Sorry. Yes. I know what bussin' is. Bussin' is like, it's really good.
Do you know what in particular?
It like food usually.
Yes.
It's usually food. Yeah, I know what bussin' is.
Well, okay. Well, that's good. Do you know what sliving is?
I have no idea what sliving is.
You be slaying and living your best life. That's what it is.
Is slay a new thing, right, by the way? Not like a new thing.
Oh, I was like,
not like a new thing, but like, is it resurfacing as like a huge thing? Because everyone I've heard lately has like in TikTok comments, in Instagram comments, has been like just in person has been saying slay, and like I feel like we kind of did that and like we kind of like left
like
it
resurfacing.
Yeah, we kind of left it in the past.
I would say that.
It's resurfaced. Okay, all right, sliving.
So start using it more.
I'm sliving, guys. It sounds disgusting.
Living my best life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, next.
Okay.
I don't like that one.
Do you know what a pump cover is?
Sorry. What the hell is a pump cover? Oh yeah.
Well, you're getting close.
Oh really?
It's something a lot of people have at the gym. Well, I think so. I don't go, but
I never cover my pump. I want everyone to see that. Okay, what are you talking about?
It's a sweatshirt.
The intimidation factor when I walk into the gym. I can't cover that up. It's a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a pump cover because you gotta.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would never do that. Again, back to the narcissist. That's the homeschool coming out.
What about drip? I'm
Oh,
assuming
obviously.
you do.
Yeah, because I have it.
Yeah.
Drip is like dressing, having fashion, having style. I guess you would say my girlfriend has drip because she's the one who clothes me.
Thank you, girlfriend. Do you know what beat your face?
Beat your face?
Beat your face.
No, I have no idea what that is.
It's applying makeup.
Oh, interesting.
When she says, I'm getting beaten for the gods, it's because she's putting on her makeup.
Ethan's dying in the background. He's never heard this either.
Yeah. So you'll be hearing it more. I've been hearing a lot more on TikTok and all
right.
that. So.
I will. Let's put it down right now. Put in the predictions. Beat your face is going to be a thing.
It is a thing.
Okay, it's going to be more of a thing. Okay, next.
Okay. Finsta.
Oh yeah, fake Insta.
Oh, good
Easy.
job,
That's been
good
going on
job.
for a long time.
Yeah, look out for them.
And it would be like cool if you were like, it's like they accepted your follow request for their Finsta because you're like, you're in.
I'm in the club.
Yeah.
What about Chugi?
Now you're just making up stuff.
No, I'm not.
No idea what Chugi is.
It's outdated.
Oh. Wow. Your clothes are so chuggy. Wow. I'm just picturing like some boomers listening to this right now and they're going to try to use it for their marketing materials. That's terrible. Okay, what's next?
You don't got Chugi marketing.
Yeah.
So we all know LOL,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's kind of changed how people use it these days.
True, it's like a period for a sentence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Yeah, yes. Well, I've
Yeah.
noticed it. I mean, it's, yeah.
It happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, I'll just...
Tori uses
Tori.
LOL as a period. Tori's an agent in the
That's
office.
how you know somebody's done with the combo.
Yeah,
They're just like...
At first, I thought she was like laughing at what I said. I was like, I'm a comedian. No, just
No.
period.
Okay, and I got one final one. Do you know what a heather is?
Is it kind of like a Karen?
Opposite.
Oh, interesting. So like a nice person
Yes.
and...
My mom's a heather.
I was going to say, I was like, wait a second. Your mom's
didn't
either a
make it up,
Heather
I
or a
promise.
Karen. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite of Karen. So a heather is somebody that is like beautiful, like the popular, talkative kind of girl.
Sure.
So yeah, that definitely describes my mom right there. So
Okay. Yeah, she's a Heather.
yeah,
And her name is Heather.
Heather. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
She was born that way.
Literally. Okay, very cool. Well, that's our segment right there for slang. I think you should bring a couple of these terms every week.
I say I could.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like 20, but we can bring like
Yeah.
a couple of
I can
these.
quiz you on some other
Yeah.
stuff.
All right. So since this is the first time Ashley's on the show, we're going to talk a little bit more about what she does, and what she can offer to people out there, who are entrepreneurs, or if you just want to grow your social media, maybe you're not trying to grow it for your business. Maybe you're just trying to grow it in general. Let's talk about 3 things that you can actively do
Okay.
that will improve your social media presence overall.
Okay, so consistency is super important. So you're going to want to make sure that you are having enough posts go out there, not too much, not too little. So scheduling out your posts is really important. There are a lot of tools out there that you can use. Facebook, Instagram have something where if your Instagram and Facebook are already interlinked together, you can schedule them both right then and there, and your stories. I just
Wow, I didn't know you
discovered
could do
this
that.
like a few months ago that you can now schedule your stories, which is super helpful.
That is
Especially if you have something that you're going to be launching, whether that be like a new product or have a free CMA or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to kind of like build some suspension for it. Another really important thing is also don't post and ghost. So if you post something and people are commenting on your post and you're just not getting back to them, it looks really bad. So don't post and ghost.
I've done that.
No, you don't want to do that.
I get overwhelmed with the responses.
Everybody just loves me.
I'm like, oh God, too many people love me. I can't deal with it.
Because if there are serious like people out there wanting to know more about your product or your services, like you're going to want to get back to them. Otherwise, they're going to go somewhere else.
Right.
So even if it's just like you ask them their opinion, do you like pineapple on pizza or not? Like still get back to them.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, you know.
For, you said consistency.
Yes.
Let's just run rough numbers. So TikTok, how many times a day?
A day?
Yeah.
Well, I know you do 3.
Yeah.
And I think that's really good. Like for somebody that like posts consistently.
Yeah.
But for somebody, like I say that there are like 2 levels. Somebody that is just getting into social media or that platform and somebody that has been using it for a little bit. So if you are somebody new, like at least do 1 TikTok a day. Even if you don't post it, just practice it. So that way you can like get more in tune with how the program works. But for somebody like you that does it every day, 3 times a day,
Yay.
continue that because that is how you're going to keep growing and finding the things that are trending, what's going on. Like you just did the one with the corn, you know.
Corn!
It's corn! Like, you know,
I
that's
love that.
something that's trending and people are looking up. So they're more likely going to find your video because you're using a trending sound.
Yes. But you don't want to post 3 times on Instagram a day. That would get weird.
Yeah, or at least don't post it like back to back to back.
Right.
Like it's quality versus quantity.
Right.
You want to have better quality than the quantity. So what you're putting out there needs to be something that the viewers can take back with them, whether that be something motivational, a tip, a recipe, you know, something like that. You want to make sure that you are putting things out that is valuable.
Yeah, I think like my sweet spot for Instagram has been I slacked in the last couple weeks. Just I got busy, which is not an excuse, but sometimes it happens. But my goal is like 3 to 4 posts a week,
Okay.
which is good because then you got like 2 days apart. I feel like if I do more than that, my followers are like gonna scroll past it because they're like, oh, here's another one. TikTok's a little different because I think, there's just so much content on TikTok. You can just keep
And
scrolling.
trends go like this.
Yes, so many of them too. So I think for me, I found my sweet spots about 3 to 4 times a week, probably closer to 3. I try to post on my story as much as I can. So that's a little different, right? Stories are a little different than...
Yeah, I would post more on your story than like the quantity you're putting on your actual feed.
Yeah.
Because you could be sharing like, you know, on your story like, ooh, these are behind the scenes. I'm shooting pictures for this new listing I have coming up. Or something like that. Or just sharing. I just had a really great breakfast burrito at this local Mexican restaurant. You know what I mean? Because those are things people love to see what you're actually doing without like, here's a post, you know?
I'm gonna be honest, I did not hear the last like 3 sentences because you said breakfast burrito.
Oh.
And I have not eaten today.
Oh, no.
So damn it, Ashley. But I agree. No, so okay, so we got don't post. Don't post, ghost people, and no. So do post consistently, don't ghost people, and then what's the third thing?
Use hashtags. People think that it's irrelevant to use hashtags still, but it is so worth it because people are going to find your content that aren't even following you yet. You want to reach those people. If you're trying to get new leads, new clients, new people shopping at your stores, you are going to want to hit those people. So using your hashtags, you can have actually up to 20 hashtags on Instagram. Do I recommend it? No. But there are ways you can go about it strategically. Post maybe like 5 hashtags in your post, and then go to your comment section and post another few hashtags. So that way it doesn't look like you're like, I'm desperately trying to get somebody to look at my post, but it's like also kind of helps you with the algorithm by having a comment.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that I also, so with hashtags too, I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you make sure the hashtags are about the content that you're posting.
Yes.
And directly about the content that you're posting, because Instagram's algorithm does run through it and your post won't show up to as many people if your hashtags are not relevant to what you're posting.
Instagram's pretty smart. Like I listened to a podcast this morning just on Instagram, and they were talking about TikTok versus Reels and how they're battling each other right now. And Instagram knows when you are just copying and pasting somebody else's videos, they want you to produce like organic material. And those people that do, they push out farther. So that's why it's so important, even with the hashtags, like you want to make sure you're relevant with them and they actually are about what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. I think I like the Reels versus TikTok battle right now.
Yeah.
There's actually a trend going on right now where people on TikTok are making fun of people on Reels because a lot of Reel content is TikToks that got reposted onto Reels.
It really is. So what I've noticed is that actually that's a really good point you bring up, that they're battling each other and TikTok people are making fun of Instagram Reel people. Yeah. TikToks usually are where the trends start. And then give it a week, it's on Instagram Reels. And people do take their TikTok ones and then they instantly post it on their Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, because there's a way you can remove the TikTok watermark.
Really?
Yeah, there is.
I learned something today.
Yeah, you just go online and you just find a way to remove it, and it'll remove it for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so then you can save it as a new video
Right.
and post it on there. But with Instagram, if you are doing TikTok for a business or an Instagram Reels, I would highly recommend Instagram Reels because they know that they're competing against TikTok right now, so they're going to want to push out your content even more than what TikTok's doing it. And I actually just ran this experiment where I was posting like a few consistently, Instagram Reels back and forth, and I got so many views.
Yeah, so many.
Way more views than I got on TikTok. I got like 14,000 on something that I thought was really stupid. And I was like, oh, well, okay, cool. But then I, do something similar on TikTok and I'm getting maybe 200 people.
Yeah, same. So I have like roughly a little over 3,300 followers on TikTok. And I have like 420 followers on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And when I post a reel, it gets like a couple thousand views. When I post a TikTok, it gets like 300 average.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow. The algorithm for Instagram is opening the door for a lot of views. Mm-hmm. And you really, especially if you're working on a business, the more eyes you can get on your content, the better. And if you watch it, if somebody watches it, they're going to feed it back into your feed the next time that that person posts again. Yeah. So it's kind of exponential growth. So
100%.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I think that's some really solid stuff that anyone who's listening who wants to grow their social media following can take to heart. But we're still kind of in the early stages of developing this podcast, developing this show. And I would like to know what you guys want to hear. Do you want to see us do like challenges? Do you want to see us do trivia? Do you want to see us have, obviously the guests, we've been having those in. You want to see us keep bringing the guests in? What do you guys want to see? Because I can go anywhere with this, take this in any direction. Ashley and I can, put together whatever you guys want. And we want to put together the content that you guys want to see. So, TimToks is a user-friendly show. So, anyway, let us know what you would like to see. I mean, it's kind of going to be hard to comment on Spotify. But if you're on YouTube, I highly encourage you to drop a comment, and then we are going to pick one of those comments to win some TimTok swag.
Does Ashley get to win it?
Hey, comment what you'd like to see, and perhaps your name will be entered into the hat. Ethan's just like making fake YouTube accounts right now. Yeah, Ethan's like Ethan01, Ethan02. Ethan. Yeah, so go ahead, drop a comment on YouTube. If you're seeing this as a reel or a TikTok, go ahead and drop a comment on what you would like to see, and we'll also enter your name to win some TimTok swag.
And I think we should do the actual picking of it right here.
Oh, we'll do it live. Yeah. We'll do it live because some people don't believe that it's real. Mm-hmm. They think that you just hand select. No, we are going to bring a wheel in here and we are going to spin it. Yeah, we are going to spin it. So if you want to be entered to win some cool TimTok swag, let us know what you want to see on the show. All right. Thank you again so much for watching. We will be back next week with another episode of TimToks. If you are listening on Spotify, make sure to add it to your library. If you are on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and leave a review. You can go ahead and do that. If you're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, leave us a comment, give us a like, share it. You know the drill. Thanks again so much. We will see you guys next week. Roll the music.